go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to. This video is long overdue. About a month or so ago, probably 2 months ago, wanted to do a series on why LeBron is not in my top 10. And I started that video off with talking about my boy T-Mac. This is another reason why LeBron is not in my top 10. And this man goes by the name of Grant Hill. NBA Rookie of the Year in 1995. Multiple NBA All-Star selections. Olympic gold medalist. He led the league in triple-doubles in 99 and 2000. And just all around one of those dudes. You know, like Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill is another one of those guys that had it not been for his injuries, and we're talking real injuries, he probably would have wound up closer to that top 5 debate, but he's definitely in my top 10. No, Grant Hill was one of those just well-rounded players. Just very versatile. Could go in with the big dunks, but had a mean mid-range game. When I hear people talk about basketball IQ, I think of players like Hill that actually could see the whole court and knew what everybody's role was and how he contributed to it. I feel like players of that caliber has just lost on this generation. This generation where it feels like there's no real positions. Everybody just going down the court shooting that three, playing just enough defense, but really just waiting to get back on offense. When he was with the Pistons, that's when we saw a lot of those incredible dunks and plays that just, it was breathtaking. These were the days of hand checking when it was a feat to get inside and maneuver. Playing alongside Joe Dumars and Jerry Stackhouse. Then, of course, when he was with the Magic with T-Mac, those was the games that I loved to see. Like I said, T-Mac had that IQ like a big ninja. Was some of the most exciting times for me growing up. When Hill would face off with Jordan, that was something to see. That was exciting because even though I was a huge Michael Jordan fan, I was becoming a Grant Hill fan fast because he was just awesome to watch. I don't think we see those type of battles anymore. I don't think we see those battles anymore where you just waiting for the next possession to see who's gonna get who. Hill will admit that, Jordan got him a lot of the times, but it wasn't no walk in the park. Oh, and when he faced Anthony Hardaway, that was a matchup right there. Those guys made exciting basketball. Anthony is definitely another unsung hero of the league. That's why I don't know if I buy this whole, the league is definitely more athletic now than in the past. Because when you talk about guys like Hill and Anthony and Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, you had some intense battles on both sides of the court. On offense, you had the dunks and the shooting, the mid-range, and cool layups and shit. You'd be just as excited to see the defense. Yeah, I don't know if I buy this whole athleticism thing with the new generation. I mean, I guess if we get technical about it, maybe the overall athleticism of these players today, maybe, to just running and jumping, and I'm sure with the new methods of training and shit like that, I'm sure, maybe the overall athleticism is there. But when we're talking about basketball, I just don't see it. These guys was made to play basketball, and it showed the way that they showed up. I don't know, some of these new cats probably be cool, like doing some track and field or high jumping or whack-a-mole or some other kind of shit, but not basketball. I used to literally be on the edge of my seat watching them games. Now I can sit back and lounge in my chair, maybe I'm watching another program or a commercial on. Let me flip on some basketball. And don't get me wrong, there's a few guys out there still carrying the torch, trying to be competitive, trying to, make the game interesting, make it something to watch. But a lot of this shit we see now is just ridiculous. Them last All-Star games look like one of these celebrity games with like Boosie, and where, you got rappers and stuff just playing around, having a good time. And really, they be playing harder than the basketball players be playing. Them All-Star teams with Grant Hill, those were serious games. They played those games like they were the playoffs. The laziness of these players now with this load management. Let me try to understand this. So, you were at the house before the game, resting, and when you got to work, you decided that you still needed more rest. Okay. I'm with you. I don't know how I could earnestly put LeBron in my top 10. I can imagine already, here come you fanboys wanting to match up stats. Well, LeBron scores this, Hill scores that. Like I said, if we gonna play the stats game, I dare y'all to pull up some stats from some of these WNBA women. They got great stats. I bet it's some high school kids that got some good stats too. What does that mean? How are they playing when they on the court? How often are they on the court? What's their temperament? What are they willing to do to win? Yeah, Hill was that dude. He's, one of my all-time favorite to watch. Like I said, if it wasn't for those injuries, we'd definitely be talking about Hill more often. That's going to be it for today. See y'all in the next one.